Hey there folks, this is GreenyXI welcoming you right back to Let's Play Ghost Trick. This is episode 15. In the last episode, we went for a walk in the park in order to get a music box, or a box with a gun in it, from many years ago. So let's get cracking with chapter 15, see where we go from there. We also found out that there might be another Sissel hanging around with a different name. Who knows? I'm sure I'll wrap up the mysteries as we get to the end of the game. We're not far off. 10 years ago, a man named Sissel took a little girl named Lynn hostage, and then was killed by a meteorite fragment. Tonight, a man named Sissel met a detective named Lynn at a junkyard on the edge of town, and then was killed by a bullet. But the scene I find waiting for me on the other end of the phone line feels like the final nail in the coffin of my lost memory. Oh! Hello. Imitation me? I see. Myself. But why? Are we twins? There you are, Commander Sith. Finally. Sissel, where have you been, my good man? We've been looking everywhere for you. Had a little unfinished business to take care of. Didn't think it would take this long. What about your people? They sure went out of their way to mess me up. I say, I believe we fulfilled every one of your conditions in our little deal. What right do you have to complain about anything outside our bargain? We can talk about that when we get together. This will be our last communication by telephone. We'll arrive in 1 hour. I look forward to seeing you, Sissel. So they still call him Sissel. I'm sure at some point they said his name wasn't Sissel. Like I think Jout said that, did he? Dawn is approaching. The darkness surrounding my own mystery is deep, but I know it's always darkest before the dawn. Oh, that's a song somewhere. I can't think what it's called or who sang it even. Yes, we're nearing the final stages of our little deal, my good man. Yes, sir. All preparations are complete, sir. And we just had a report, sir. Lights have been spotted, sir. Have they now? By all means, let me have a look. We haven't been in this office since near the start of the game, have we? Or this study, or whatever it is. Yes, we're very close. We'll now disconnect from the communication cable and have no service until we arrive, sir. Very well. Oh, he's got half his grapes. Why is it zooming out? Oh my god, it's in a sub! That's bloody bizarre. Is this where we're spending this chapter? Or is it just gonna show us that for now? That is bloody bizarre. Nice try, Inspector Cabanilla. But you could never stop me. Ooh, we're gonna see... Are we gonna have to save him? See ya, sucker. Maybe this is why our Sissel got shot. Because Lynn thought it was him, maybe. So... that submarine guy and his people have a deal going with me, do they? If that's the case, they probably aren't the ones who killed me, right? Anyway, there's definitely something behind the inspector's death. I think I better talk to him. Okay, let's get him on the little game. Here we go, new person. Hey, do you think you could wake up for me? Oh boy, still unconscious, eh? Guess he hasn't been dead for very long then. I'll just go ahead and go back to 4 minutes before his death. A little nervous about what I might see there, though. If that's where I'm going to find my answers, I can't run away from it. Okay, time to try and save Cabanilla. For some bloody reason. It's a complete twat. 4 minutes before death, 2:50 AM. Once the criminal gets the punishment he deserves, the hostage will go free. Carry out the execution immediately and wait for our call. That's a good boy. Gee, a hostage sure is a handy thing. It gives me complete control over the top police inspector in the country. Wow, so even Cabanilla's being blackmailed and stuff, is he? What's the matter? All those broken bones smart a bit? What's it like to feel pain? Does it make you feel alive? Why are you doing this? Now, is that kind of question? Is that any kind of question for a top inspector to ask? Isn't it obvious? Revenge, of course. Revenge on all the people who stole my life away 10 years ago. back in the park there, was it? Don't be ridiculous. It was a meteorite that stole your life. Or have you forgotten that? Oh. Wrong. I was murdered by all of you. Look at his hand. What's... Detective Jowd, who chased me down and forced me into a corner, even though I was innocent? Lynn, that girl who was right there where I was running. Lynn? She was just an innocent little girl playing in the park. If that brat hadn't been there, I never would have thought of taking a hostage. That's the most self-centered garbage I've ever heard. And finally you, Inspector Cabanilla. Me? If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. You were so proud of your spotless record, and my case was the one blot on it, wasn't it? Only two people know the real truth, me and Detective Jowd. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief to you, won't it? One of the people who know about the stain on your record will disappear for good. That's why you didn't help him escape from the prison. That's the kind of guy you are. Yeah. I mean, we've seen he's not perfect. I got nothing to say to you. You never listen anyway. Oh, he got shot. How odd. Oh. Gods. Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain on your spotless white coat. Ooh. So he's dead, but still alive. This was another condition of my deal. To wipe out everybody who knew about Temsic. But how? How are we supposed to stop that? Revenge? That's what I'm up to? None of this makes any sense. Hey man, mind telling me what's going on? Inspector Cabanilla, he's awake. My head's spinning, baby. Am I to understand? That Cabanilla character who just got shot is me? That's right. And you're supposed to be the scoundrel there who just shot me? I guess so. But you couldn't be, could you? Huh? After all, the guy in the red suit just walked out the door, right? So, who are you? I guess I just have to face it. I'm not that Sissel guy. I'm somebody who's searching for himself. That's why I'm here to save you. So they never know who they really are. And we've seen near the start of the game that a dead person can just take the face of whoever they think they are, who they remember. So this isn't the real Sissel, right? I don't think. This isn't really what he looks like. That's why I'm here to save you. At the very least, you have information about that guy in red. Information I need. So you came on a rescue mission now, did you? Nothing like the sound of that, baby. Because there's a very important life here somewhere. A life valuable to this nation. Okay, so do your thing, baby. Right, how can we save him? We saw he spun the light or the lamp around, didn't we, at one point? Do we need to stop that spin? Don't know. Okay, it's a good boy. Right, okay, let's skip through that a sec. You're a manipulator too? I have ghost tricks, powers of the dead, yeah. But I can't control living creatures. Anywho, I think you better be very careful. That guy in red's a manipulator. Naturally, he knows about powers like yours. If he realizes you're here, things might get a little sticky. You're right, I better be careful. Okay, so we can't manipulate just anything. Look at him! There's that something emanating from his body. Is it really the sign of having special powers of the dead? So if we turn on the light, he's just going to know about us, and we don't want him to know, do we? Examine the book? I guess we could. Top of this bookshelf is lined with books. This one on top is balanced so precariously, it's a wonder it doesn't fall off. How did the old pigeon guy even reach up here? I wonder if he makes his pigeon fetch it for him. Right, we gotta do something. Rock this? He noticed it, so is that going to end it? What's going on? I've never seen the ghost world like this. It's all blue. So you're here, are you? He sensed my presence. Oh, that's meant to happen, is it? I noticed you. You think you can stop me, do you? I don't know why you're wearing my face, but you might as well give up now. I control everything. Damn it. Everything, including the life of this police inspector in white. Okay, so that's his death. Right. Wait, don't shoot! What can we do without him being noticed? Because even if we close the lid on that... Well, anything we do is going to end it. This other me knows the powers of the dead well. Who wouldn't notice what you just did? You're practically shouting, "Look at me, baby!" Looks like it might be hard to save you under these circumstances. I guess I can't use my powers right in front of him like that. I guess I better rewind, yeah, okay. I don't understand, because everything we can do is in front of him. Right then, let's try some of that. If we turn the light on, you'll notice. We're in the past, so we can't use the phone. Can't swivel that. We can close the lid. Let's see if it works. It's too subtle for him to notice. That's good. So now, when things... Let's let time go by. It's going to swivel. He's going to hit that and make the kettle fall, right? We'll see now if that does anything. Anything different now. Just going to skip through the story because we've seen it already. Right, so now we can come down here. Ah. So we can do stuff under here because he won't notice. Look at this place. Ooh. Oh, used to have that big machine, didn't it? What in the world happened here? Think I'm starting to remember. Something bad happened here. And now, there's another death lying hidden here. Another death? Didn't I tell you from the start? Didn't I say there was a very important life, valuable to the nation here? I thought he was on about himself. I thought you were talking about you. Yeah. I'm just a crazy character in a white coat, baby. Yeah. It's the pigeon man. That's quite sad that the pigeon's gone back to him. Come to think of it, where's that old pigeon guy? Okay, we need to try and revive him then, do we? Is he the one we need to try and save? Ah, it falls off. I was wondering how we were going to get down. We open this. Okay, that gets us closer as well. Let's talk to him. Excuse me? You awake? So which life are we actually trying to save? Yeah, of course. I never sleep during work hours. Professor, do you recognize me? There's only one crazy character in a white coat that I know of. He hasn't lost his memory. I'm not the type who likes losing things, but never mind that. Cabanilla, this is quite a surprising guest you brought with you. Pretending like he didn't just blow up the place. You talking about me? Oh, it's a different guy, and I'm his guest actually. Said he came to rescue us. And like you, my sharp friend, he still hasn't gotten his memory back. Pitiful. Ouch, that hurts. Anyway, now we'll be going back 4 minutes before your death, in order to change your fate, that is. Probably already in the past, man. But we can go back even further. I've done it before. I still don't see a path to saving Inspector Cabanilla. But if we go back further, maybe I'll find a lead. Exactly. So let's try this again. Let's see how he dies. Do you reckon there'll be like 20 characters all dying one before another? that'd be interesting. 2:42 AM. Okay. This is more like it. How many times do I have to tell you, Professor? This place is dangerous. Don't be daft. I can't leave now. He's completely dead, but just as I thought, I'm getting a reading. This is the source of the powers. If I remove it... He's not dead, he's just not there. The true form of the manipulator isn't something you can detect, it's a spirit. Ridiculous. Heh. So you figured it all out, huh? Uh-oh, here comes the explosion, somehow. See, he's manipulating the body. Somehow. You're a clever man, Inspector Cabanilla. So it's really true. Yo, I wasted a lot of time tonight because of you, Inspector. But it's all just like you said. I died 10 years ago. This body is just a vessel, a shell. I control everything. This shell, people. Just like I controlled the Justice Minister and Lynn. So it's true. You were manipulating my baby that time. You made her shoot your shell. But why? Why would you do a thing like that? To create conclusive evidence, you know, on that security tape. Now she's a murderer too. She'll suffer just like Joe did. Now then, Professor. I'm afraid it's time for you to die. I don't have any grudge against you. I'm even grateful to you. Oh yeah? So why don't you let me live then? I'll be leaving this country forever tonight. But before I do, I need to erase all evidence that these powers of mine exist. Along with a contraption in this room. Here we go. This time, the thing will work the way it was meant to, and it'll all be over. Cupid won't turn this time. He'll shoot his little arrow this way. But there's no cake. Professor, look out! I'm surprised Cabanela lived through that part. He had broken bones and stuff, but... Okay. Dynamite, eh? When the devil did he put that there? He planned it all out tonight. Having my baby shoot him, having his corpse disappear. His corpse disappeared? The doctor. Anyone who's blue, look at it. That medical examiner, remember him? He was a complete and utter imposter. I'm not surprised. Said he was going to take the corpse back to the lab. But he'd already made a deal with the manipulator to meet him and give him the body back. But I wasn't going to let that happen, baby. You saw through their plan, eh? I noticed right away the medical examiner didn't know the first thing about examining a body. I knew he was a fake, so I tracked him down and bought him off. Bought him off? I had him smuggle this corpse to this room. I thought we could find the source of his powers. Of course, never in my wildest dreams did I think his abilities were powers of the dead. Anyway, there isn't much time. He's leaving the country before dawn. And I'm going to follow him, of course, after I save you two. But something's been nagging at the back of my mind. I remember what Ray said to me tonight. He said that spirits cease to exist when the day breaks. But if that's true, how could a spirit from 10 years ago still be here? No time for thinking now, baby. Action's the name of the game. Work your magic and take us back, even further into the past. Okay. Time to somehow make this machine not work again. Again. Alright, man. Jump in there and stop that explosion, would you? Easy enough for you to say. Foolish of you to say too. If you stop the explosion, he'll just do me in some other way. Fair enough. Then jump in there and take care of that man in red, would you? I repeat, easy enough for you to say. And most likely impossible to boot. That huge explosion didn't even make him bat an eye. Oh, what do you propose then, Professor? Pray tell. Your best bet is to save me during the explosion without him noticing. Easy enough for you to say. Sheesh. What's with all these people? Any hoot. Jump in there and do something. Oh, we'll give it a go. What have we got? We can't go down. We can open the door, but that'll make the Professor go down. That's it. If he just stood there, we could open the door as the explosion was going to happen, but... Actually, yeah, let's do it now. It's no use. I can't open it. Could the fact the Professor is standing on it have anything to do with it? It may look small, but I'm pretty heavy set. He sounds so proud of that fact too. This door, such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard. Wouldn't you agree, Professor? Yeah, that's why we're both dead. A door that opens downward, eh? That would be nice. We can't actually go anywhere, so maybe we're just waiting for him. Ah, here we can. He moves the measuring device around. It's more like it over here. So if we examine this toy, what do you think you're doing? I just thought I'd try it out. If you do, you're going to set the contraption in motion. Oh yeah. I just thought, he just thought we'd blow me up. Is that what he thought? Oops, that was my bad. But there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my tricks on in this room. It's true. What do we do? It's like, we can't go right. I reckon we need to be on his machine thing. Oh, he's moving away. I don't want him to move away. Ah, there we go. We got on it. I think we need to open this at the right time. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. So, he's all figured out. All figured out. Right, we still can't do it because... We can try, but it won't work, I doubt. I can't open it. Could the fact guy in red stand on it have anything to do with it? We just need to open the door at the right time, do we? Maybe the Cupid's arrow won't be able to shoot far. This door. Such a pity. Too bad it doesn't open downward. Sometimes life can be so hard. Yeah. But it doesn't open downward. How can we make it open downward? And now he's on the door. Christ. There's always someone on there. Just keep on waiting for time to pass. I think that's all we have to do. I can't think of anything else to do. I'm leaving this country tonight. We can't skip through this one. Come on, Professor. Move. Can we just examine it by here? If he can stop it from spinning, I can halt the contraption, but that won't really solve anything. If stop the explosion, just find another way. I have to ask you without stopping the explosion. Is that even possible? Yeah, just opening that door. That's all I can think of. As perhaps I've already noticed, time's running out. No, perhaps about it, I know. But you know, there aren't a whole lot of things I can use my ghost tricks on in here. Looks like it's all over. Unless I find another path, I'm sort of at a deadlock here. Sissel. Ooh. I know that voice. Is it Missile? No. Help me. Where are you? Find me. Before I'm carried away. What's with the frail-sounding call for help? He's here somewhere. A friend of yours? A little guy that looks a little fragile, but has strength that'll surprise you. It is his little pupper! He's asking you to find him. And before he's carried away, no less. But I'm almost out of time. Shall I look for him? It's all we can do, right? Somehow. Is he in there? Is there a measurement? Meteorite data in it. He has a lovely thing, but what do we do with it? Nothing? It's getting lower. I don't know what we're meant to do. Keep on waiting, keep on waiting. There's nowhere we can go. Did that do anything? No. Still nothing we can do. Sissel. There he is again. Farewell. What do you mean farewell? Sounds like your little pal was carried away. Where was he? Maybe you should have tried to find him somehow. Well, I was trying. There's no way to move to. Maybe you should have looked around, you know, from corner to corner, baby. Maybe I should start over. Let's just let him die a sec. See how it finishes completely. So nobody ever leaves the door. So we can never open it. Professor, look out! Right, there we go. That's the death. At least we've seen it from the perspective of when we can actually play the game. You know? That's got to be a good thing. So we've got to find Missile. Wherever the hell he is. Yeah, I know. I know we can look around like that. I just didn't expect looking around like that to be able to save Missile. But, you know? Okay. So where's C2? Now we're from the start. That's as much as we can see from corner to corner. Down below? Aha! There's a mousey. He's in there. He's got to be in that bin. But we can't actually get down there, is the issue. So, we'll wait for time to pass again. At least it's partway through again. Right, there. Maybe? He's only got his bit of a shoe on there. No, okay. You just can't, can you? You can't do anything about it. So the whole point of this part is to completely ignore what's going on up there. Because we know what's going on up there anyway. But who'd have come to take away the bin? Is there a rubbish man that just takes it away? Do we have to wait until the dog actually talks? Maybe. But I still don't fully understand. I know. You're around here somewhere. Ah, yeah. It's a leaf! Oh, I forgot he was in the leaf. This all. Here I am. Oh, it's you. Don't leave me. Missile. What are you doing there? Do you really have to ask? Seriously, you really go in there? Oh, no, it's okay. Never mind. Anyway, I need your powers. Will you help me out? Of course. Here, let me come join you. Yeah, come on down the... I was going to say river. Here he comes. What can we swap with? What's round? Okay, here I am, Sissel. Now maybe things will flow in a new direction. Even though the flow of the sewer is a little bit stinky. Fate changed. Okay, good. This is our little checkpoint. Just saves time. Right. Okay. Can we... I don't want to talk. There's nothing round around you. That's the thing. Ah, okay. We don't need to swap with something round. It's just there. Right. Ah, so we can get over to the toolbox and stuff now. Nothing up above, so even if we go to the mortar, it's not going to help us. Ooh, over here, yeah, toy cake, right. Ball, a ball, can we swap that? Can't go far enough. Lamp. Telephone, so it's nothing much we can really... Ooh, trash can lid, trash can... What? What have we found? The squeaky guys are making a fuss about something. Sissel, my animal instincts are starting to surface. If you mean you want to chase them, I think you have to be alive to do that. There must be some kind of rat feast in that trash can. Those things usually make a bigger commotion than that. Bigger commotion, eh? Okay, but what do we do about it? I don't... Ah! There we go. Yes, yeah. Bigger commotion. Swap the books around. Or newspapers, or whatever they are. Ah, you're welcome, little guys. Now that's why you call some proper commotion. They're making that trash can dance. Truth be told, I feel a little bit like dancing now myself. It's getting harder and harder to hold back my wild instincts. What a dangerous bunch. You are with some weirdos. Let's stop that explosion. We can't do that. Okay, let's take care of that man in red then. No, we can't do that either. We can't do this. We can't do that. What can we do? We let the explosion happen. Then we rescued the old pigeon guy without the man in red noticing. And your powers are the key to all of it, missile. Oh, I don't know about that, but I'll do my best. Talking about a matter of seconds. We can't miss our chance. Yeah, it is a little bit tricky. So that just pushed this. But why? They're both round. That didn't help though, did it? I don't get what I'm doing with it. Move him over a bit. Do anything with the door. That's what I want to do. I'm still a little bit lost. Can't reach. Sissel! What? I've seen this shape somewhere before. You have? Ever since I got these powers, I've really been aware of shapes. The same shape, huh? Where'd you see it? I said I've been aware of shapes, not locations. Okay, that's too bad. Now that you mention it, I see it too. Where? This could be the breakthrough we've been waiting for. Oh, is it the door? It is! It's the door! I just noticed the handle coming down and everything. The lid of a trash can. Gotta be quick. How can we get up there? How? I don't understand. Do we wait for time to go by or do we... I think we're screwed. I might have to cut to where we were again. I'm not sure how to do this last little part. I understand that the door is the same as that trash can. Oh, I think while it's rolling. While the lid is rolling, maybe. Yeah, I do sort of get it. I just need to get that little nuance fixed in. And that's the thing about this game, it's all about that, innit? Right, so we get these 3 seconds again. That's all we get. Okay, so while it's rolling, like I said. Come on, rats, do it. Oh, no! Shit! Shit! It haven't... Bollocks. The lid is still on there. I didn't mean for that to... Oh, we haven't got time now. I doubt. Come on, little mousies. We're gonna have to watch this every time. Well, you're not gonna have to. I thought it would be a 2-second thing, but a bit longer than I thought. Oh, right, this should do it. Swap these. There we go. And now we wait for... No. Now we wait for the lid to go down, and we can do it now. Maybe. Swap these. Get that there. There we go. It's in the way. Swap that. Look out. There we go. Professor survives. And the bloke, he's just, you know, through broken bones like before. So we've saved the professor. Yeah. Cabanilla, he won't be dancing anymore. Sorry, little pigeon. It's alright. As for you, Inspector, ugh, I have a little job for you. I can't move. I think I have 4 or 5 broken bones. I don't mind. It won't prevent me from manipulating you. It might make it hurt a little bit when I moved you, though. Quite a bit, actually. Damn you. Yeah! Go on, little pigeon. Go on down. Be with your master. I can't believe it. You lot actually pulled it off. Sorry, Inspector Cabanilla. I couldn't do anything to help you. And there I am, a poor broken heap of arms and legs. But no matter, I enjoyed the show. The magic disappearing act, that is. Nothing like it, baby. Yeah, except, unlike a normal magic trick, I'm the one that managed to vanish without a trace here. Okay, updated phone book. Good on you. Right, we've still got more to do though if we're gonna save Cabanilla. What's the matter? You look like you'd rather be dead. Not that you aren't. I was just remembering the fact that right about now, the real me has given the poor Justice Minister a real fright. He didn't mean to do it all. He ain't the bad guy he seems. Oh, that phone call? Yeah, he was pretty upset. Excuse me, mister. You really shouldn't be mean like that. And what's this lively little creature? Oh, this little doggy is the warrior who keeps Camilla safe. Or he would be if he was actually still full of life. Camilla. Gods in heaven, what a terrible thing. That poor little girl taken hostage. It's a cruel twist of fate indeed. Wait, just a minute. Miss Camilla is a hostage? Yeah, we're sorry, little warrior. Miss Camilla, a hostage? What's a hostage? Anyway, Inspector Cabanilla. I keep saying Camilla or something, don't I? It's time to save your life now. But you couldn't get very far when you tried before, am I right? This time it's different, right, Sissel? That's right, with us working together, it's a whole different situation. We'll save the Inspector in white, and then we'll go rescue Camilla, okay? Okay, let's hurry up and get through this. Gee, kids, you're making me feel like an afterthought. I mean, we'll try and save you next, it's fine. You'll be okay. Right, let's get started. Inspector Cabanilla's upstairs, so our first step is to get up there. Sissel, I'll go up first and wait for you. Right, he's going up automatically. Good. Easier. Okay, lovey-dove, we need your help. Carry this measuring device upstairs. It has Mr. Ghost in it, so don't drop it. Yeah, take us up. So there must be more we can do now. We got Doggy. Okay, that's too heavy to do anymore. Go up a bit, up a bit, up a bit. There we go. There you are, Sissel. Sorry for the wait, missile. 4 minutes from now, the Inspector will be killed by a gun. You just jump in there and stop him from firing, would you? There you go again with that stuff. Besides, it doesn't make any sense. If you stop him from firing, he'll just kill you some other way. Wait a minute, that sounds familiar. Yep, same situation as mine. Your best bet this time around is to allow him to shoot and then save Cabanilla without him noticing. It's even worse than last time. Anyhoot, jump in there and do something. Okay, I'm ready to jump in, Sissel. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap ZR. Okay, so another little puzzle. This is a bigger chapter, innit? We can't go anywhere, though. So maybe we have to go straight to the dog. What have we got around here? Photos, a knit hat, microscope, the helmet, things that are the same shape. I can't see anything, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Let's change on back and let things carry on for a sec. Can we move this motor? No? Right, that'll do it. I don't know what, but it'll do something. I don't know what it does at all. I'm just trying everything to do with the kettle. Still nothing? I need more hints. I need another X button hint thingy. There it is. Oh, did you see that? That bad Sissel turned around. Oh, that's when we do it. Do you have to call him that? But yeah, maybe this is our chance to try some ghost tricks. It's the only time he takes his eyes off me too. If you have something to do, do it now. Time to take the first steps towards saving the inspector. Yeah, that is... I don't... We have to be the main guy, don't we? But what can we do? Nothing to do with the phone, obviously. Can we swivel this around? Yes, that'll make it so that he can't swivel it and hit the gun, maybe? He didn't see it. What was that? Well, is there anything we can do with this? No. I don't know if I've done enough or not. I bet tonight's execution will be quite a relief and all that sort of stuff. Got nothing to say to you. Yep, that part where it actually works. But you can't actually press L when that's moving, so we can't go to that other side. It might look like it because the cutscene takes it that way, but... I'm a little scared right now. Why didn't he die? Because he's already dead. He died 10 years ago. I knew full well he wouldn't die if I shot him. Then why did you go to the trouble of shooting him at all? Time's almost up. That's enough chit-chat. But now the situation has changed slightly. These last split seconds are our chance. How? Now then, Inspector. Time to make a big red stain. Yep. I think, even if we hit him with this, it won't make a difference, will it, if we swivel it? We could try it. I don't know if... Oh, let's try it. No. I noticed it. I thought it would hit him. I love the theatrics of this game, though. So much. But yeah, I have no idea what we need to do. I guess using my powers right in front of the other me wasn't... Yeah, obviously, I know. Especially when someone gets shot. I guess the only thing I can do is aim for that break when he looks away. But what can we do? I can try turning the light on, maybe. It's not letting me skip through it this time. We should do it without stopping the guy from firing and without him noticing. Once it's fired, the bullet will be the key to this whole thing. Don't forget, whenever you want to use my powers, just tap. It's gotta be... Maybe the helmet is like... bulletproof, you know? It'll reflect the bullet, somehow. Maybe. Okay, let's get over here. I just don't see anything that's the same shape as each other. That's my issue. Swivel this. It makes it so that we can get up to the helmet. So maybe that's the whole point. Here we go. I just don't understand what to do now. Something to do with missile, I would have thought. Nah, there's nothing. I'm just trying every little dot. Okay, let's wait now. I feel like we've done everything we can do until... Because he's already turned back around, so... Maybe I needed to turn the light on as well. That's another thing we'll try next time, if this doesn't work out. See, that seems like something I should do something about. But I can't figure out what. When he goes flying. See, that now makes this closer. But why? We can go on it now. That, okay. Okay, but still why? But... Jiggle a knit hat. Right. What's a hack? Oh, the book! The book! The book! It's the same. Switch on over. Nope, get off. Nope, get off. Right, so let's swap the book with this. I still don't know quite why, but it's something. Would you look at that? Right on the hook. I love knit hats, so warm and soft. Now that I'm looking at it, that hat's the same shape as the helmet you just knocked down. Well, yes, yes it is. So let's get... How do we get through... How? Nope. Christ. Christ! It's the angle of it. I would need to turn the light back round, I think. I don't know. I don't know if I've done enough. I don't think I have, see. Let's change back over and see if there's anything we can do with this. I don't want to talk to him, do I? Jesus Christ. Just blocking the way off. Ah, it's because... Right, there we go. I could jiggle it now. Right, that makes more sense. It's a good job we can stop time. I'd be screwed otherwise. But we still haven't done anything. You can't swap them. They're the same shape, but... Can we open this now? I pressed A on it. Ah, another condition of my deal. It's too late, he said. It's no use. Even with my powers, there's nothing I can do. I don't see anything to swap the bullet with. Guess you didn't make it in time. I'm gonna get shot again. I don't think... Is that true? Or is it just being, like... I can't swap back to Sissel. So it's something I can do by ear, is it? I don't know. There's nothing I can do. No. Okay. Don't understand. Something about that bullet after it's fired. I can swap it with something, you know. Look for something with the same shape as the bullet. Last split second, right? Leave it to me. Here we go. So now we can swap the bullet with the hat. We shouldn't have knocked the hat off before, should we? I think that might be what it was. As simple as that. Okay. There we go. So you can get hit by a hat. With his broken bones, I bet that hurt, actually. It doesn't look like it with a soft hat. Doesn't he notice that just a hat went flying? Don't think he noticed. No. Looks like he pulled off another magic disappearing act. And now I say again, I love knit hats. So warm. And most of all, soft. Did I do alright? You did a fine job, little one. You saved another life. And I'll keep doing it too. Over and over. Yeah, another fate averted. What I saw in just these 4 minutes gave me all the answers I've been looking for. All our research these past 10 years pales in comparison, right, Professor? So you two were working together? That's about the size of it, yeah? Who would believe a story about a manipulator? So we pursued it ourselves, just the two of us. Quite a crazy character myself, after all. Okay, let's hurry back to our time. We have to rescue Miss Camilla. You're right, Miss Isle. And there's a certain guy I have to follow too. Yeah, we did it! Is that the end of the chapter? Might be, might not be. This has been a long, sort of, very involved chapter of saving 2 people. Okay, let's keep going then. I'd be surprised if he could stand up and dance and stuff. After completing his revenge on Inspector Cabanilla, the man in red left. And now, a new story is about to unfold in a new present. Haha! How are you feeling, you old crazy character? You're both crazy. Let's be real about it. Hey there, Prof. We're both alive, I see. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. But I don't know if I'm getting old or what. I've got a few aches and pains here and there. Used to be a little thing like an explosion wouldn't bother me. Yeah, right. Like I'm gonna believe that. So what? The guy in red is gone, eh? Just in case, I posted special investigation units all around the building. Let's just pray the boys come through for us. Yeah, he's not getting up. Look at him. Look at him. Damn it. You picked a bad time not to listen to me, body of mine. Okay, trick time. What are we doing? Just talking? Looks like both of their deaths were erased. Unfortunately, in the case of the Inspector in white, I can't call it a complete success. But in any case, these two have the information I need to start tracking the manipulator. I better talk to them. Yeah, okay. You first. If I knew things were going to end up like this, I would have tried to die in that explosion, baby. That way I could have been dancing after Big Red by now. Might be able to erase deaths, but it's true I can't do much about injuries. But really, you shouldn't talk that way. Yeah, sorry. I suppose you're right. I just hate feeling so helpless. He was right there within my grasp. All our plans were resting on tonight, and then this had to happen. I guess he's thinking about his spotless record. It's not too late, Inspector. We still have a chance. Maybe I can catch him. Say you're right. That's not a bad idea. I'll cooperate with you fully. Go ahead and fire away with any questions you like, Mr. Ghost. Revenge! That guy mentioned revenge. Revenge against the people who stole his life away 10 years ago. He's a fool. He's the one who made the decision to take that little girl hostage, and he wound up dead. He only has himself to blame. But what about when he said this? I was murdered by all of you. Detective Jowd, who forced me into a corner. Lynn, the girl who was playing in the park. And finally you, Inspector Cabanilla. If you hadn't done what you did, I never would have pointed a gun at that kid. But what could he mean? Yes, 10 years ago on that day, the Special Investigation Unit was working on a certain big case. We hauled in a young man, an important witness to our investigation. And then I did it. I made 2 very stupid mistakes. Ooh, I like the look of that. Detective, I'll telling you. I don't know anything about it. Fine, fine. You're under no obligation to talk, of course. But if you don't, the Special Investigation Unit can make the rest of your life a living hell. They've done a really good job of remastering this game, by the way. But I'd just been assigned to the Special Investigation Unit, you see. They didn't share much info on big cases with a newbie like me yet, and I wanted to impress them. It was only supposed to be a simple matter of taking his statement. But I was too green. I pushed him too hard, I drove him into a corner, and made him lose all hope. That was my first mistake. And then I made another mistake on top of that. Cabanilla, got a minute? The chief wants to see you about your report. Got it, I'll be right there. You stay right here and be a good boy now. As he dances off. And that's when I did it. I left it behind in the interrogation room. My gun. How could you? He used my gun to escape. What he said is true. If I hadn't made that mistake, he never would have had a gun to point at Lynn in the first place. Yeah, but he's the one who pointed the gun itself. It's his fault. Manipulator. We first found out about the manipulator's existence during a certain overseas communication. Overseas communication? For national security purposes, this country keeps tabs on the communications networks. This particular communication was about making a deal with a certain foreign country. He said he wanted them to buy him and his powers. That's how we first heard about him. Of course, we didn't know what he looked like at the time, and in order to prove these powers of his, he gave them 2 predictions. He foresaw 2 completely preposterous, impossible cases. The case of a man who would sing national secrets during a live rock concert broadcast, and the case of a man who would take the chief commissioner hostage in his own office. Those 2 inmates at the special prison, eh? We kept tabs on their comms and launched an investigation, and then finally we pinpointed where they were going to meet and staked it out. That restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen. The manipulator plans on leaving this country tonight on a submarine that belongs to the other country in this deal, the submarine, but we haven't been able to find out where it's going to surface. It's terrifying to think what would happen if his powers were to fall into their hands. Right, highly unlikely they'd use them for peaceful purposes. And now they have that little girl as a hostage, Camilla. We have to stop him before he leaves the country. Okay, spotless record. Spotless record of yours. Is it really that important to you? Of course, baby. In some ways it's more important to me than my life. Than your life, eh? After all, it's because of my record that I'm able to get my hands on all intel as head of the Special Investigation Unit, and because of my position, I get to direct all aspects of the investigation into the manipulator case. The manipulator case? That's why you cared about your record so much? Of course, why else, baby? I just never could believe it, man. Jowd shooting Alma. I didn't care that he confessed. There was definitely something more to the story. Some secret. I did everything I could to climb the ladder. Everything in my power. And then I finally found the answer. It took 5 long years though. The manipulator, he's going to prove that Jowd is innocent. What incredible determination. Cabanila's determination. There's one thing I just don't understand. If you were so determined to help Detective Jowd, why didn't you help him escape from prison? That's an easy one. Escaping from prison is a crime. Well, I guess. I wasn't about to help him commit a crime after spending 5 years trying to prove him innocent. And he himself asked to be executed, you know? As a man of the law, I had to make sure the execution was stopped legally. And that's why I brought him before the Justice Minister too. I needed to buy as much time as I possibly could. So that's it, eh? But there's one little unfortunate result of all this. Lynn completely misunderstood your intentions. What a little misunderstanding. My baby will come around, give it time. But there are more important things to do with our time tonight. That's it for him. Let's go over to the other bloke. Mr. Superintendent, do you mind if I talk to you for a minute? I haven't always been a junkyard superintendent, you know. I used to be part of the police. The police, huh? Not as a detective, but as a medical examiner, investigated victims' cause of death. 10 years ago, of course, I was asked to autopsy a strange corpse, hit by a meteorite fragment and died instantly. That's what the police report said. There were no signs of life. He was definitely dead, but I never filed an autopsy report. He vanished. That's because the corpse suddenly vanished, leaving behind only one clue. An unusual corpse. I bet that's what I've been chasing all night. Could you tell me more? Yeah, sure. I have an interest in you recovering your memory and finding your true identity too. Unusual corpse. That's the only way I can describe it too. It was an unusual corpse. He was dead alright, no question about that. But there wasn't a scratch on him. Not a scratch? I thought that he was hit by a meteorite fragment. I don't understand it any more than you do. Should have been bonked. Bonked right on the head, or something. I was completely bewildered, but when I tried to autopsy him, I was even more puzzled. I couldn't perform the autopsy. You couldn't? What do you mean? The scalpel went in, but I couldn't cut. As soon as I tried to make an incision, it would heal up in the very next instant. And that's how it went, and no blood, or no scarring or blood either. He's the living dead. And I never had the chance to solve the mystery. That's because the corpse up and vanished on us. The morgue is well guarded. Nobody could have stolen that body. But there's one way the corpse could have disappeared. What's that? It did. It up and walked out. It got up, opened the door, and walked out on its own. What? He was dead, but he wasn't dead. We saw it with our own eyes tonight. Not even that explosion could kill him. And he didn't even feel it when he slammed his fist on that stove. Clue left behind. The corpse left behind some data from some testing I did. I got some readings for some kind of radiation coming off the body. Radiation? Oh, we saw that in the ghost world. I used all kinds of instruments, but I couldn't determine exactly what kind of radiation it was. Some undiscovered type from a world unknown. Wait a minute. Could it be? That's right, it was coming from that meteorite fragment. Okay. What is that meteor? What's it all about? Is it going to be an alien story? I went to that park and tested the spot where the meteorite fell, and just as I expected, I detected radiation coming from that crater. It was the exact same pattern of radiation as that of the corpse. At the time, I thought he was some kind of immortal being. He would die, only to come back to life. I wanted to research it all in depth, so I quit my job as a police medical examiner. Several years later, I came to learn the connection between my research and the manipulator craze, thanks to the arrival of this crazy character here. Oh, stop now, Professor. Professor, do you want to see me blush? Cabanila's arrival. It was about a year ago, I'd say. This man in white came dancing into my research lab here. I heard there was an oddball here who's researching Temsic. Is that you, baby? Who are you to be calling anybody an oddball? I was investigating the manipulator case then, and then I heard there was a man who'd quit the police force to study the meteorite. When I heard that, it was like a meteorite that struck me on the head. At the time, we were just starting to get leads on this manipulator. We didn't know who he was yet, but we knew he was communicating with a certain foreign country. In one of those communications, we heard the manipulator say this: "The source of my power is not of this world." And that's when I put two and two together, baby. The manipulator case and Temsic were somehow connected. Which also explained how 5 years ago he used his powers to manipulate a birthday surprise a little girl made for her mother. He added that gun to the contraption, most likely by controlling Camilla. Oh, that's it. I thought he was going to keep going. So that contraption in the basement here, you built that to try and help Detective Jowd? That's right. Jowd and I worked together back when I was with the Force. I used the reports of this case to try and recreate the device, but there was just one part of it that I couldn't reproduce, no matter how hard I tried. Camilla told Jowd it did something it shouldn't have, made an impossible move. I added that part to the device I recreated. I put in a part that would allow Cupid to rotate, otherwise the gun wouldn't fire. So that must mean somebody manipulated Camilla's contraption. As a result, we proved to ourselves that the manipulator actually existed. Ooh, hello Lynn. Inspector Cabanella. Hey baby. Sorry about that phone call. I must have sounded like a real villain. I hate to spoil your image of me. Of course, that cool cat inspector you always looked up to. Is that really the image you had of him? She does look at him like he's a hero, right? Inspector Cabanella, I'm sorry. I just heard. You were chasing after that man all this time to try and help Detective Jowd. This manipulator is such a dangerous character. I was hoping you didn't have to be involved. So that's why you had me arrested tonight, isn't it? Like I always say, if somebody's in the way, throw him in the slammer. Yikes. Tonight. I really thought we finally had him. But my body gave out on me right at the critical moment. It's like a cruel joke. Aha! But a joke is a joke. We might as well laugh. Jowd! The minister called off the execution order. And while he was at it, he let Detective Jowd go free until tomorrow morning too. That's a pretty extreme while he was at it. So everyone's together now, ready to save the day. Sorry it took so long to get here. You can leave the rest to me. There you go again, you've always been like that. You make everybody else run around and then you swoop in at the last second. 5 years ago, you left this coat with me just before you turned yourself in. I promised to give it back to you one day. And here we go. Good pigeon. With his prison clothes on. I've been waiting so long, Detective Jowd. Waiting for this day to come. Thanks for not giving up on me, Lynn. Okay, I'm off then. Good luck, my old friend. And of course we're gonna come with. Surely. This present you gave me, it's just what I needed. Thank you. Glad you like it. So we're going to be following the guy in red, are we? Sissel, you there? Yeah, I'm here. You and I have to go find that man. I need your help. Lead you to this with me? Sure, but how? We don't know where the submarine is, and the phone line doesn't work. They use communication cables to make their calls. We'll get you hooked up somehow. You'll see. Could you wait here until we do, please? Okay, fine. I'm counting on you. This true self you're looking for. I bet you'll find it soon. Who are we? Alright, I'm leaving. Inspector Cabanilla. Everyone just leaves him behind. It's almost dawn. I'm not who I thought I was. I'm actually further from knowing who I am than ever. But now, I don't feel so alone. Each one of us, for his or her own reasons, is looking for the truth. Together, I think we can shed light on these mysteries and drive away the darkness. But it's almost dawn. Time is getting close. Yeah, we did it! That was a big chapter. Definitely the biggest. So far. Oh, a new background! Happy days! And another new background. Oh, poor Sissel. And a new song. 2 new songs. Was that meant to be like 2 chapters in one? New illustrations, 2 of them. It feels like it was 2 chapters in one. I'm going to check out the chapter select now. Unless it was a big one, so it's giving you twice the rewards. Sort of thing. Yeah, chapter 16 next. So, no, it was only 1 chapter. It was just, yeah, it was giving us twice the amount of stuff. So, before we finish off this time, I do want to change the... Not illustration. Where do we find the options? I always forget. Feels like I should be in the rewardy part. Display, background. So we can have town or Sissel. I want to put town on. I think it looks really nice. I really like that backdrop. I like cityscapes at night kind of thing. So we'll have that. So, with that said, this has been Greeny XI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a bit. When we wait around with Cabanilla, I guess. Thanks again for watching, folks. See you again in a bit.